Hey y'all, it's the Man in Black here. It's raining and I'm home by myself, so I thought it would be a good time to get some vlogs. First off, the Battleship trailer. It's not bad. A lot of people are enthusiastic about it. The one thing that is I'm getting really bad, I'm getting really strong warning signals from the romance plot, the character, the deep part of it, because it's going to be anything but. This is going to be about as deep as Transformers. Nobody expects a deep Battleship movie. Not the fans, not critics. If a critic's expect it to be deep, they're delusional. But we want to go into this. We're looking for a popcorn flick, action, and not much else. So the romance plot, the character development plot, I do not see good things in its future. This isn't Will Smith and Independence Day type thing. It's either going to be played for laughs, in which this character is going to be a constant fuck up, or it's going to be a shallow, semi-inspirational thing. But you notice the first part of this trailer was for a romantic comedy, basically. So I do not have high hopes. I heard good things about the trailer, but when I saw it, I do not expect this to be a good movie. This is going to be a really bad movie. I mean, I'll probably go to the theater and watch it just to see if that's true or not. If it's a good movie, I'll eat my words, but I do not think this is going to be a good movie. Second of all, Prince of Thorns, Mark Lawrence is released today. I'm still reading it. I don't have a complete review of it, but it does raise some questions for me. This isn't not questions about this book specifically, but for example, Teresa from Fantasy and Sci-Fi blog mentioned that she read the opening to this book and it made her uncomfortable. She chose not to read the rest of the book. She decided to give it away. I got a copy as a reviewer on the site, and there's a giveaway going on. So I'm reading the book. I understand where she's coming from, and here's the thing. This is popular mostly among younger men. This is something that's been continuous, but the idea of the terrible anti-hero type. You see this in a lot of gangster rap for people just starting out. The best known example, Eminem. Everything involving Slim Shady. Specifically what I'm talking about is the presence of rape, and this is basically the idea that you're making a character so despicable that the rape is nothing to them, but at the same time you're supposed to either sympathize with the bad parts of the character's life or be so entertained by their wacky attitude, their wacky refusal to conform to society, that's supposed to make it more entertaining, that you overlook this fictional rape. And there's a lot to go into, and just from the parts that I've brought up, I'm sure there are people who are going to be, write page-long posts. I think I'm going to plan out a rant on this. It'll probably be text, because I don't do scripted rants. Either that, or I'm just going to write out a long list of bullets and do an unscripted vlog like this about it. But this is something that it's always been prevalent. You could you could definitely go back to mythology. Zeus is probably the best known example of this. Someone who is just so amoral and, almost escapist in that amoralism that the concept of them raping somebody and killing them is just another wacky adventure. So I'm going to probably do something on that, take a look at what's the appeal. Should it be allowed to continue? I've been thinking about this more since I've been reading this book. I don't expect the conclusion of this book to offer me much insight into that, considering it's book one. Book one of a trilogy. No, it doesn't even say if it's a trilogy. Book one of a series. So, if we're ever going, I don't think we're going to be expected to like the Prince of Thorns character, but we are expected to sympathize with him to an extent. So, it'll be an interesting journey wherever it takes us. Other than that, personally, site-wise, I've got a few big projects in the works. I found a cheap capture card on Amazon, so I might be scripting my first game review fairly soon. Phosphorescent panels, I know I've been promising this forever. Secret Origins month, which was supposed to be done in May. Well, started in May. I promised to be doing some work on that, but I'm scripting a huge project right now, and if nothing else, I can say this should improve my scripting abilities tenfold. So I don't plan to intentionally slow down my reviews while I'm working on this project. It's a very long-term thing. But you've always seen delays with my reviews, unfortunately, particularly videos. I don't have the technology. You know, Windows Movie Maker, first off, is very unreliable. I need a new computer. I need more time alone to record. Probably need a better camera. The list goes on. So I'm planning to rectify some of that. I've got several videos in editing, and I've got several phosphorescent panels episodes outlined. Got a ton of things planned. The only thing is how fast I can get to them. And when you're working 55 hours a week at work, well, sometimes it's difficult. But I am trying. And this project is going to be worth any delays it causes to everything else, because I'm not putting it first priority now, but at the same time, I'm working on it every day. When it gets closer to release, you might see a much more noticeable slowing down in my reviews, if you have any idea when it's being released.